I'm always apprehensive about wearing eye makeup with stubble, because you end up running the risk of looking a bit like a gay pirate. I don't know. Maybe. So I made that a video about the Mandela effect yesterday, and I hadn't checked in on it in a while. And there's a couple Reddits that are dedicated to it, and I ended up at one last night. Of course, I didn't go there because it's Reddit. I just sort of ended up there, right? But I'm not going to admit I went there. But yeah, there's a bunch of them. But the one that kind of bugged me the most was Indiana Jones's hat, which prompted me to run to my bathroom, where I have a few recent magazines that were released about Indiana Jones. And one was like a Life, and the other one was something else. And I went in there and pulled them out and looked at him. And his hat is like way too big. Like in some pictures it looks fine, but in other pictures, if you squint, it looks like he's wearing a top hat. It's way too tall on the top and way too wide on the sides. It almost looks like an Amish hat or a them hat, kind of like the Hasidic thems. It's crazy. It looks silly too. Like, it's supposed to be a fedora. I mean, that's what it was always categorized as. Like, it's a fedora, Indiana Jones. But it's not. Like, a fedora isn't that tall. I have a fedora that I wear sometimes to signal to people that I'm an atheist. No, I'm not an atheist, but yeah, it doesn't look anything like it did in some pictures, and then others, it's almost like they couldn't get it to change for it. It's weird, but it is definitely way too big. I'll throw some photos up there so you can see what I'm talking about. Oh, also I did a little bit more digging on the smoking thing to try to find out if I could find some of that information that they had with studies linking smoking to different things and unlinking it to different things. And I'll link that down in the comments. It's some pretty interesting stuff, and it makes a lot more sense as to why they're so against you smoking. And after I did that, one of the first things I saw when I came home was that Biden's trying to ban tobacco from, or he's trying to ban nicotine from cigarettes. He's trying to get rid of cigarettes, basically. So if that doesn't clue you in that there's something good in them, then nothing will. You know, when our hologram president comes out and says he wants to get people to stop smoking, after all the pressure of all the years of people trying to get you not to smoke. I mean, nobody fucking smokes. Like, I'm out here every day, and as you know, as can be seen, I usually try to do something every day. I like to build a case for myself that I'm completely innocent in doing anything. I create my own evidence by filming every day. See, I'm just walking around. But yeah, it's when would the government ever want to do something in your best interest health-wise? Never. It's just that the nature of exactly what it did for you. I mean, it does have a lot of good benefits, but I was looking for that smoking gun thing. Like, that's why. And it could be a lot of different things. It could be the testosterone thing. I don't know. You can look at the information yourself and see what you think. I still haven't found that smoking gun thing like this is the main reason. So it needs further study. Yeah, there's a bunch of, and the other thing was the Mandela thing. There's a ton of new Mandela effects that are just ludicrous, you know? And my wife too, like, she sees them, all of them as well. Like, you know, when she looks at something, she's like, no way, that was never like that, or, you know, whatever I want to show in her. And I have friends too that see them, but there's also a lot of people that will say, oh no, it's just you have a bad memory. And that's the Agent Smith thing comes out. If you notice if you talk about the Mandela effect in any kind of online spaces, the people that are arguing for you just having a bad brain are the ones that get the most agitated and are usually the first ones to jump to ad hominem, like a demon. You know, they get completely angry beyond what is reasonable for that situation. Agent Smith style, like that's kind of how you know, or well, that's kind of how I kind of know that they don't really feel that way about it. It's the system defending itself through its minions. Pretty interesting stuff. But yeah, that whole, well, there's two subreddits about it. One seems to be very pro, you're all stupid and remembering things wrong, and the other one seems to be more open. I'll put them up there too so you can see the different ones. See, I could get a yeah, I almost said con strike. I could get a content strike for this, or at least a copyright claim for that, big time. All the time that happens. I have a couple outstanding ones now. You know, it's like, and these are like people performing on the street, just doing cover songs. But what are you gonna do? Yeah, so I just wanted to update those two stories that I had somewhat significant findings on right after I made that one the other day. I'm in the middle of well, not in the middle. I'm at the end. It's not the middle. It's the end of a 24-hour fast. I'm actually like an hour 28. And this is when you feel the best. I don't know what it is. It's someone more inclined to understanding how that works could tell you, but like your body starts to burn different fuel, and whatever it is, it's of higher quality than the acai bowls I'm putting into my system every day, because I just feel better. I feel like the suit is running better. I don't know what that is, but yeah, I feel really good. There's always a little period, like around hour 20, between hours 20 and 24, where you start to kind of get hungry. Comes and goes, but it doesn't last long. If you can just power through that, which I'm used to doing now, it's not that bad. You start feeling really good. I don't know the science behind that, but I'm sure I could figure it out, or just read about it. It's just not all that interesting to me. It has the results I want, so I'm gonna go probably break that now with in a acai bowl, which is sort of my main food source. I do eat beef once in a while. What do I have? Soyu beef my mother-in-law makes for me. That's pretty good, but it's rare. I only have that, say, a couple of times a month. Most of my diet is fruit. Exciting shit, huh? All right, well, I'll be back with something good. Don't blame the teacher, blame the school.